Hi guys, Nanay here. So today we are back and Nanay is planning to do an oven roasted spatchcock chicken my way. I was gonna make chicken inasal, which is very famous in the Philippines, but I found out that I don't have any achuete or annatto seeds, and I also don't have any lemon juice or calamansi. So I just decided to just wing it. So it's Nanay's wing it spatchcock chicken. So I'm still gonna use a little bit of an Asian flavor to it. So yeah, so let's get started. Before we could cook it, we need to spatchcock the chicken. So after we have successfully spatchcocked our chicken, let us move on to the next step, which is doing the marinade. Okay, so I'll just get rid of that for now. So I've got here a bowl, and in here I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter. Actually I use garlic butter, but if you can't get a hold of garlic butter then it's okay, just use regular butter, since we are going to put a lot of garlic on it later anyway. So there you go. I've got here, and for the Asian flavor, I've got here a tablespoon of soy sauce. And with that, I've got here some ginger paste, or you can just use sliced ginger to get for the marinade. So I just need a little bit, about a teaspoon, which I am running out as well. So yeah, I only need a teaspoon of that, or maybe an inch, a thumb size ginger chunk sliced. Okay, so I've got here earlier on I've got a full garlic bulb, but then I just cut that into half, which I'm gonna keep the half like this, and then the other half I chopped into tiny pieces. So I'm just gonna add that into that. And also I've got here ground black pepper, so about half a teaspoon of that. Now you can basically season it how you want it, you guys, so it's up to you. Just for the extra garlicky flavor, because I love garlic, I've got here some garlic granules, or if you want you can just up the amount of the fresh garlic. So I'll put a teaspoon. I've also got here some onion granules, or you can just skip this all together. And since we are going to use some spring onions later on anyway, so you can just double the amount of that. So I say I'll add another teaspoon. And I'll add some all-purpose seasoning, so just maybe half a teaspoon of this. Or you can use magic syrup if you're in the Philippines. Or you can skip it altogether if you're not a big fan, because you know you might have MSG and stuff like that. So you just add maybe a tad bit more soy sauce. So it's very versatile, guys. It's up to your flavoring, whatever you fancy. You can use thyme, you can use sage. I'm gonna use some lemongrass with it, just to give it a little bit more of an Asian flavor to it. So you just add it like that. We'll use that later on when we put it in the oven as well. So I don't know, I think I'm all over the place now. So I've also got here rosemary. So I love rosemary, guys, but I can't use a lot of it this time, because as I said, you know, I've also added lemongrass. So add a little bit, so say a quarter of a teaspoon of rosemary. You know, you can do whatever you want with it if you want. So I'll just mix those. And another optional ingredient that I'm gonna add is the Korean red pepper flakes, or you can use paprika, or you can use chili powder if you want. I just feel that it will add a little bit more color to the chicken. So I'll just add a teaspoon of that as well. So basically that is it. And I showed you ginger, garlic, you might as well add that in there. And now with your clean hands, you just rub that and give your chicken a good massage everywhere. Okay, now if you have time, it is best to maybe marinate it overnight for the flavors to absolutely absorb on your chicken. But if you don't have time, then 30 minutes, which I am gonna do because it's actually dinner time soon. So just make sure that you get all the nooks and crannies of your chicken. Give it the VIP massage. After all, you're the one that's going to enjoy eating it later on. So get that all in there. So as you can see with the Korean pepper, it's actually giving it a really nice hint of red. So it's already looking amazing. So that's it, guys. So just cover this with a cling film, which I'm going to do in a minute, and then just let it sit for at least 30 minutes, or again, if you have time, then do marinate it overnight. Okay, so see you in a bit. Hi guys, so it's been 30 minutes. So what I've got here is quite a big pan, which I've preheated with about 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I think that's steaming. The first thing, we've got here our chicken. So what we're gonna do is we are just gonna sear our chicken, basically just to brown it a bit on both sides before we put it in the oven. Okay, so just be very careful. If you can find a pan that is big enough, you know, for your chicken. If not, I don't know, you can probably use an oven and a baking pan. So after roughly about 5 minutes, guys, I think we are ready now to put this in the oven. So first we need to flip it back again. So it's going to be breast side up. It smells absolutely amazing, guys. So I'm just going to turn the hob off. So yeah, searing it is very important to seal all the juices. So you will end up with a very crispy skin, but still very moist on the inside. So with the rest of, you know, the garlic that we have earlier, let's just put it underneath. You can transfer it in a baking pan if your pan is not oven proof, but because this is oven proof, which is actually a bonus, so it will just stay on this pan. So I will also put lemongrass underneath. It will give it an extra flavor. So all the rest of the marinade, pour it in there. So I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius. So this will cook between, it depends on the size of your chicken, it will be about an hour and a quarter, so, or an hour and 30 minutes, or maybe a bit longer if your chicken is bigger. So I will check on it every 45 minutes and then baste it with some of the oil that's already rendered underneath. Actually, I'm not gonna get the oil because the oil actually has the flavors as well of the marinade. So let us just stick that in the oven and check it after 45 minutes. Okay? Oh my goodness. And if any of you wants to know, the pan that I was using is from the Hairy Bikers range. So I think I've had it now for about 6 months and it's been an absolute joy to cook with. You know, it's amazing, it retains the heat. So yeah, I highly recommend it. If you're in the UK, you can get the Hairy Bikers range in Amazon. This is not paid advertisement, I wish it is. but it is absolutely amazing. So here is, guys, Nanay's spatchcock chicken. Now this only took an hour and 10 minutes. It helps if you have a probe, so you can probe the internal temperature of the chicken. So when I measured it, it was about 89 degrees Celsius, so above 75 degrees Celsius is going to be safe to eat the chicken. Okay, so I will show you which part should I get. So I'll get the, oh, it's hot. Try to get the wings. Oops. So as you can see, if you can hear it, it's very crispy. And the meat, it's hot. It will just fall off the bone. So it's very soft. Let me just taste that. Oh my god, you guys, honestly, this is better than the lechon manok that you get from your favorite lechon manok place. As I said earlier, you know, because it's homemade, then you can put as much seasoning or as little seasoning as you want to. So I hope you enjoy it, you guys. Oh my god, I forgot to take a picture. Right, so bye guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, do let me know. Bye.